you guys all well. My name is Ingrida, if you don't know me yet. Hello, hi, welcome. I usually post makeup, beauty related videos, reviews, and just in general positive videos. So if you're up for that, hit that button to subscribe for more. Alright, this video. I've been wanting to talk about this topic for it feels like forever. Half year, maybe a whole year. Like it's been a long time, but I've been brewing this idea in my head and I didn't know if I should speak about it or I should just leave it because I'm really not into any dramas or anything like this. And then I noticed loads of other influencers and YouTubers and so on started doing videos talking about it, and I was like, should I jump on a this bandwagon? And I'm not the person who would do that. I feel like I would copy someone else and I'm not a copycat. But then I thought, you know what, this is a topic that is worth talking about and getting all this awareness and everything. So I was like, I'll talk about it finally, because I had this in my head for so long, like I wanna talk it out. By the way, if I look a bit tired or anything, it's late in the evening. I'm very much so a morning person. I usually film my videos in the morning, but all day today I was like sitting like, I need to talk about it. So, as you've seen already from the title, you know what I'm talking about. Just a quick disclaimer. I'm not against the, filters, the editing, Photoshop as an app in general, using of filters on social media, Botox, fillers, plastic surgeries, or anything else for a matter, as long as it's used in the right way, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not against any of this. All the people I'm gonna talk about in this video, not against them. I think they're all beautiful, amazing human beings. It's just I'm gonna use those pictures as example. Why I wanted to film this video, and my problem is the excessive use of over editing and using too many filters on one image, and the message that it sends to all of us, like this unrealistic reality, how we're supposed to look, and like, you get a point. Okay, me myself, I clearly see that it's super photoshopped, is filter on the top of a filter, and no one looks like this in reality. But tell this to like a 10 years old or 8 years old, 14 years old, like for them this is the perfect image. This is how person looks probably in reality. Like, I don't know what the 8 years old thinks, but if you constantly see this super polished images in front of you everywhere on social media, magazines and everything, this is what you start to believe in, isn't it? Like, I'm not the only one who thinks that. Let me know, please. It's true, right? Like, if you constantly get pushed those images in front of you, you start to believe that this is what reality looks like. This super perfect image, polished, clear skin, amazing makeup that doesn't really look like this in reality, super amazing body that actually doesn't look like this in reality, those models doesn't look like themselves in reality. Yeah, so all of these things kept brewing in my head. I was like, I need to talk about it, and more people need to talk about it, and this is a topic that needs awareness. Another thing that really gets me, like, I'm not against filters. I use filters myself, Instagram filters that comes on the stories. What I like about Instagram, that if you use the filter on the stories, it says on the top which filter you use, so everyone can see. This is obvious, it's not a secret. Love that about it. So if I use this filter, you guys know that I'm using it because it's in there saying that I use this and that filter. Totally fine, right? What I'm against of is when those big celebrities, big influencers using filters to sell products to us. So say it's a skincare product, for example. I'll just take as example the Kylie Cosmetics skincare, the official picture is clearly been photoshopped. Like, you can see how perfect the skin looks, but yet she's selling the product. So if you're selling some kind of product, I'm in the same thing. Like, I don't call myself influencer or anything, but if I'm promoting some kind of product, I'll let you know how good or bad it is, showing if it's a skincare product. Especially if you see my Instagram posts, some of my skin looks like what pores and everything. But if I'm talking about skincare, I'm gonna show you my real skin, right? Even if I have terrible acne, I myself have rosacea and all, but if a product improved my skin, even if it still might look terrible to someone else because we have perfect skin, it improved my skin. So that means that product actually worked. Just all those things with celebrities, like especially big celebrities. I'm not against those celebrities, just a disclaimer. Pushing all those products on everyone with heavily, photoshopped, edited, filtered images and videos, then it's unfair to us because that's a false advertising in my opinion. They make us believe that, you know, this is a magic pill, magic potion, magic whatever they're selling because that made them look like this, which is not true, you know, because it's edited in Photoshop picture or video, whatever it is. It's not true. This is not how they look, and they might not even try that product. They just do because, you know, we have paid promotion. So like, oh, I need to take picture of this, say this helped with my acne, which I never had. You guys know what I mean? Or like, this tea helped me to lose, you know, weight, which I never actually drank, and I have a personal trainer, and you know, I have a balanced diet, that's why I look like this. That tea has nothing to do with my lifestyle. That is for me like false advertising, plus those pictures are usually edited as well, you know, fake abs and so on, which is unfair on us, I believe. Another reason why I decided to do this video, because not everyone can spot the edits or filters or, you know, Photoshop, whatever it was used on, you know, pictures. Some pictures are obvious Photoshop fails. So for example, this picture, I have no idea who's this person. This is an obvious Photoshop fail, you know, like you can see the lines around bending and everything. So it's so obvious. I think everyone knows that it's been terribly Photoshopped. Then this girl is selling like clothes or something, and once again you can see this bending line on the side. It's just ridiculous. Like, make a wider hip, fuller tummy, you know, there's no need for it. Like, just be yourself and you'll be amazing. I don't understand loads of this photoshopping and editing because I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't see a point of it because everyone is just beautiful the way they are. Well, at least I think that. So this is a like obvious photoshops, you know, that you can obviously see. Obvious, like Lindsay Lohan, you know, picture. You can see the bend on the side, you know. Even Beyonce, like, why the gap between legs? Like, why? There's no need for that, girl. Or even this Kim's picture when the car is squashed. Like, yeah. So I think this is like obvious Photoshop fails because you see bending lines and, you know, squashed objects on the sides and everything. Not so obvious like over editing, you know, Photoshop or Facetune. Is in a pictures like this. Khloe Kardashian in overly Photoshop picture, she just looks like super unrealistically flawless. Her eye color changed. Yeah, she looks different. Like, we all seen, you know, Kardashian show and we've seen paparazzi pictures. She doesn't look like this in reality. If you just see the super edited Photoshop picture, you might think that, oh my god, you know, she looks flawless or unrealistically flawless. You might not really, you know, spot the edit because there's no bending lines around. You can't tell, right? I'm just gonna show you some like celebrity pictures where you can't really tell that it's being face-tuned or photoshopped or anything because they just look flawless, but it doesn't look, you know, you don't see bending lines or anything like this. If you wouldn't know, you wouldn't know because it's not overly edited. You can't spot it straight away. Or like this person, she just photoshopped whole her body. You couldn't tell because there's no bending lines or anything in the Photoshop like edited picture. So that's, you know, the filters and edits that bugs me. You know, no one looks like this in reality, right? We all look flawless without all of those filters and over editing and everything. If you would check my Instagram, what I do with my pictures, I could actually do a separate video about it. I sharpen the image and I would brighten the color if it's like taken inside, because somehow, even though I have these lines, if I take a picture, it just looks very gray. If I take outside with the sun, if it's sunny weather, Scotland doesn't happen often, then the image is fine because, you know, it's sunny. Or I'm someone waking where it's nice and sunny and, you know, it's perfectly bright. I would just sharpen the image, which actually doesn't do any favor for my skin because I have big pores, so it kind of, you know, sharpens that as well. You obviously heard about, you know, Facetune and Photoshop and over editing and so on, and those pictures that I just showed you, you know, how all these influencers, celebrities looks mega flawless with those over edited images. For me, they look flawless before the edit, so well, you know, it's just me. But you can't really tell that it's being edited, or if you look, you know, properly look at the picture, so you see in the previous pictures, you might see that it's being edited. So another thing that I didn't even know, that all these influencers, celebrities use the live filter on their videos. I didn't even know that exists. Turns out it does. I found this video of the James Charles. So this is a picture how he looks without makeup. He has some breakouts, normal skin, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. And then there's this video of his skin looking extremely flawless, kind of, you know, blared out. out a bit. So there's no say or anything that this is a filter. You can't see any tag on it. If that would be, you know, on Instagram stories or anything, it would come up with a tag on the top, like I mentioned, that it has a filter on. You can't see anything like this. So he's clearly selling that skincare product in here, which I believe, you know, as I said, if you're selling a skincare product, you should show your real skin. So you can't really see that it's a filter till he actually puts a hand in front of his face, and then this filter kind of jumps. I just hope you guys can see this because it's a filter, so filter catches whatever is in the front, so his hand kind of, you know, blurs out of it. So this is where you can tell that someone is using a filter on their live video when they're trying to sell some kind of product or anything like this. And this is where my problem comes, because I think if you are, you know, selling a product, especially when it comes to skincare, you should show your real skin, because we want to see if the product worked or not. So I have this little like example of this influencer showing how she's doing makeup with all these different makeup products that she's tagging on, therefore selling them to us. But she's using a filter, but she's using it on Instagram stories. So as I said, in the corner it shows that it's filter, which you can click on and, you know, check on yourself and so on. Although even though she's telling you that she's using a filter, not hiding the fact of a filter, she's doing a makeup, so whatever is, you know, flawless skin or anything, it's kind of, you know, hidden under this filter, so we don't really see the true makeup, how it would look. Alright, so this is a filter this influencer was using in her Instagram stories tutorial. Like, I mean, she was honest. You can clearly see that it's a filter in there, but look how heavy this filter is. Like, my nose looks super contoured, and my lips looks big, my eyes looks big. Oh my god, yes. Like, look how I don't look like this. Do I? No, like, I don't think so. Like, it changes when I look, and look how the glint is coming on. Like, if I put my hand in front of that, that's what I was talking, you know, when I said you can spot this in the videos that influencers, you know, celebrities posting about products and all, like live videos, and they look flawless, but they're actually using a filter, although it's not stated, you can't see it, you know, on a video or anything. So yeah, just hope you get that point. As I said, I'm not against any of these filters. I do use these filters regularly on my, you know, Instagram stories posts, not on my Instagram feed. That's all clear from any filters or anything. I used to edit my Instagram posts. What I used to do, I used to blur out my skin a bit and brighten my eyes for some reason. I don't know why I would do that. Like, I don't have problem in my eyes. I think I know what I was doing that because I seen every other like YouTuber or Instagrammer doing that, and I thought, you know, I kind of felt like a pressure, like I have to do that as well because they are doing that. Does that make sense? Plus, I do have super problematic skin. If you follow my channel, you see me, you know, doing my makeup. So I sit in front of you, bare face. I have really bad rosacea. I have, like, you know, occasional acne breakouts, especially hormonal acne. My skin looks not good. I get in here as well a lot. But like, you see me without makeup, there's nothing really to hide, you know. I kind of felt pressure seeing all these perfect images on my, you know, Instagram feed, and I thought I need to do that as well. So I used to blur out my skin, which if I look at these images now, I'm like, why girl? Like, why just, you know, be in your skin? This is a body you've been given. Love it. I got loads of DMs actually from you, because I was talking on my Instagram stories that I want to film this video and if I should or I shouldn't, like, get into all this, you know, from you, like DMs telling me to check this page. The page is called Salaface, so you guys can check it out. They post the, you know, real pictures over super edited pictures, like this picture of Norvina selling us her, you know, beautiful makeup products, which are absolutely amazing. She's a stunning girl. But, you know, images she posts that are super edited and just looks unrealistically flawless. So they post images like this. It's really good to refresh your, you know, brain to see all those images, just to kind of, you know, see reality against the Instagram reality. So I would recommend for you to check these pages as well, just to see that not everything looks so flawless in reality and you are actually perfect. perfect. Don't ever compare yourself to any of these celebs. You're not gonna do any good for yourself because we don't even look like this in reality, as you see from these images. I nearly actually forgot to mention one more thing about this editing and you know, using overly the Facetune. I actually downloaded like 2 years ago Facetune app, which I didn't know how to use, so I kinda gave up on it because it was just too much. I don't even know how to use Photoshop, so I'm that disadvanced. I'm that bad, guys. Another thing that you might not notice that a photo's being overly edited is this grainy filter. I don't know if you notice, like at least on my feed I see so many, because I follow a lot of influencers and, you know, celebrities, so I see a lot of posts that has this grainy filter. So what that grainy filter does, if you haven't noticed, obviously it's a grainy filter, so it has all these dots and everything going on, but whoever uses that, say they edited their image using, I don't know, Facetune or whatever, so they blurred the skin, they made it super perfect, but it looks far too perfect, so they know you're gonna notice that because it's just too overly perfect. No one looks like this, right? So then they put on the top this, you know, grainy filter that adds a bit of a, you know, harshness on it and makes skin look more real, so then you don't see this actual edit going on under the filter. So I would say if you see this super grainy image, there's a big chance it being overly edited underneath. So just a reality check. Also, when looking at these old pictures and, you know, trying to spot the obvious Facetune, Photoshop, filter edits, a lot of the time why the person looks different in reality and it looks, you know, that way in a picture is to do with the lights. So a big factor is good angles and lighting and, you know, posing, knowing your good sides and, you know, how to pose, everything like that, that adds to that better picture. So sometimes the photo might not be edited as much as you would think. It might be just, you know, tiny bit of brush done, not something major, not something over the top or anything. It might be just that person knows good sides, good angles, you know, good posing, lighting was perfect, and, you know, all of these conditions. We can talk about this more in the next video, a different video if you want me to, about, you know, I can show you all of this, you know, lighting, the posing, good angles, how to look better. Let me know. I got recently email from, I don't even know what person's name, offering me to work with them. So basically they would give me their all, I don't even know how it's called, library, not library, like a whole set on the Facetune of the different filters, sets and so on, to collaborate with them so I can use them on my Instagram feed, showing you, you know, how beautiful my pictures is and tell that I use this, you know, Facetune filters. I said no to this because A, I don't use Facetune, B, I don't believe in over, you know, filtered images and so on. I do get the point when people use on the Instagram, you know, feed because it looks aesthetically pleasant because it just looks one color or everything, but when it's overly edited, no one looks like this in reality. I said no to this. I know other people probably definitely say yes, because who will say no to money, but it's just not for me. As I mentioned in my previous video, my morals are higher than any money offer, and that's why I probably don't get back on Instagram or YouTube, because I say no to most of the things. So the whole idea why I wanted to do this video and why I wanted to talk about it was the pressure that puts on all of us, even on myself, like I said, you know, from my previous experience, and I used to use these, you know, filters and so on. It's just because you constantly see this amazing images, overly polished and everything, so you start to believe in that you need to look like this, that, you know, they look like this in reality, then they don't look anything like this. I mean, be flawless in reality without any of these edits, Facetunes, Photoshops and filters and so on. But you kind of get this, you know, stuck in your head that this is how you need to look, and that was one of the reasons why I started, you know, editing my pictures, blurring, you know, my skin imperfections, my big pores, whitening my eyes. Like, what on earth? If that got into my head, and I'm an adult, you know, think about 8-10 years old, you know, kids who seeing these perfectly polished images. What do they think? What pressure they get? So yeah, I just hope this video opened eyes at least a little bit for some of you, and you're gonna love yourself more, because I want you to love yourself more, because you are absolutely awesome and flawless and you're beautiful just the way you are. And you should love yourself. I just hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below if I should do more videos like this, because I just have so many topics, because otherwise this video is just gonna be far too long to watch and you'd be like, what? So yeah, I just have so many topics from this niche to talk about. If you want me to talk about it more, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to press the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Talk to me, let me know what you think, and I shall see you very, very soon. Bye! Give yourself a hug. Bye!